So you have a friend that thinks comic books are stupid. Sci-fi, superheroes, none of that's realistic. They are way too cool for comic books. No, they're not. I'm Danny Danger, and I've got a list of comic books that can help you convert the non-believers. The Walking Dead is a comic book that I really hate to pump because it doesn't need my help selling a single issue. However, it is gonna be the easiest converter comic out there. Do the math with me. The Walking Dead comic is greater than the Walking Dead TV show. Logically, your friends are gonna like it. Go ahead and loan them the first volume. Don't be stingy, you know you own it. Superman Red Son is the only superhero book that's going to make it onto this list, and for a really good reason. It absolutely turns the whole superhero story just right on its head. What if Superman had landed in Soviet Russia instead of Smallville? This is a book that I usually give to people who are very adamant about not liking superheroes, and in my experience, not only do they love it, they really can't get enough of the story. Northlanders is for the folks who really like a good historical fiction. It's an amazing Viking tale that never ventures into cliche. I feel like a lot of historical fictions kind of do that, but the story is very authentic, the artwork is beautiful, and each short story is better than the first. Persepolis is a beautiful memoir written by Marjane Satrapi, and it talks about her life in Iran growing up during the Islamic Revolution. So many of her coming-of-age moments are laced with these situations that only somebody growing up during a time of war would experience. It's riveting and surprisingly uplifting, and it's a great read for your friends who are into politics or world culture. Fables is a clever little series written for folks who love fairy tales, but, you know, like the real version, not the Disney princess version. It empowers all of your former DIDs with smarts, talent, and heroic badassness. Badassery? Transmetropolitan is a book for the cynic who likes a trippy, action-packed read. In fact, the premise is basically if Hunter S. Thompson was put into a future society where all space is ad space and we're all slaves to the media. Did we mention there's a bowel disruptor gun? There's a bowel disruptor gun. Preacher is a foul, bloody, blaspheming tale of the preacher Jesse Custer, who is inhabited by the commingling of an angel and a demon. This comic pulls no punches, yet it causes you to ask some of the big questions. This is definitely for the cynic who believes that comic books are a little too safe and vanilla. Lock and Key is a book for the fans of horror and fantasy. Anytime there's not something horrific going on, the story builds suspense, it gets very scary. It's an incredible read and very well told, and then you turn the page and something absolutely terrifying happens across a whole panel. It's better than watching a horror movie, I swear. Finally, the greatest converter comic that exists out there. Brian K. Vaughan's Y: The Last Man. All the males on planet Earth, for absolutely no apparent reason whatsoever, just die, except for this one guy and his male pet monkey. It's an incredible story that deals with grief, gender identity, love. It's like Lost. You can't not get into it. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and spread the good gospel of comics. Everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to be reading. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can see more of my tours through the world of comic books. Also, hop on over to the Weird Girls website where we have amazing forum topics and we want to hear what you think. What comics have you used to turn your friends onto the comic book world? A very special thanks goes out to Austin Books and Comics, the place where I was first converted to the world of comic books by the Last Man, actually, incidentally.